Let us welcome the fourth speaker. The fourth speaker is Mr. Yoshito Honma from Takasaki State University of Economics. He will deliver his speech under the title of Different Worlds Under the Same Sky. Different Worlds Under the Same Sky. Mr. Honma, please come up to the stage and set our clock forward.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies and distinguished judges. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me introduce my brother, Yuga. He's 20 years old, just 1 year younger than I am. He likes playing video games and drawing pictures. People tell us that we don't look alike, but surely he's handsome. He went to local schools, and now he works in my hometown. You might think he's an ordinary young guy, just like us. But there's one difference between him and us. Unlike us, he's developmentally disabled. When I was a kid, I couldn't understand why he couldn't do what I could do, and I even attacked him for his inability to do various things. I wasn't able to accept the differences between him and me. But now, I accept those differences, and I love him as is from the bottom of my heart. Why have I changed? That is because I've gained valuable insight regarding this word, differences. Today, I'm standing here to share this insight with you so that all of us, disabled or not disabled, can live equally in this society in the future. Now, let me tell you a story with Yuga in detail. He has autism. Autism is one of the developmental disorders, and autistics have difficulties in communicating with others and having social interactions. Yuga has these difficulties, and I almost always helped him when I was a kid. I took him to the school in the morning and picked him up in his classroom after school every day. I was sometimes ridiculed by my friends for it. After we got home, I helped him to read and write with his homework. Every time he got into a panic at the loud noise, I calmed him down. I had to stay home with him even when I wanted to go out with my friends. I was not happy. I always asked myself why I had to help him like this every day. And I even thought how happy I would have been if I had a normal brother. I hated my ordinary life with a disabled brother. However, as the time went by, I gradually came to see his uniqueness. He had an excellent memory. He sometimes taught me memories with our family, which I'd forgotten. Every time I heard those stories, I was reminded how precious my family was to me. Also, he was good at drawing. He drew some pictures every day. Sometimes they were heartwarming, and sometimes they were funny. Without noticing it, I came to look forward to seeing his pictures. Moreover, he was thoughtful of others. He sometimes put a blanket on me when I was taking a nap. It warmed both my body and heart. He had his own special virtues. Then I figured out that Yuga and I are different, but we are equal as a human. Yuga can't do what I can do, but he can do what I can't do. He can't communicate with others well, but he can draw beautiful pictures. I can communicate with others without any problems, but I can't draw pictures well. Which is superior, Yuga or me? Suppose you had a brother. He can memorize everything he sees, but he can't express himself to others well. You can express yourself, but you can't memorize everything you see. Which is superior, you or your brother? Who can answer this question? Nobody. Everyone has different appearances, different characters, different abilities, and different talents. These differences shape us into what we are. What one person has, maybe what others don't have, and what others have, maybe what one doesn't have. There is no one that is totally the same with others. Even if people have disabilities, that can't determine their human qualities. They have their own uniqueness. No one can compare one with others and decide which is superior and inferior. Everyone is equal. We should accept the differences among us as they are, not compare ourselves with others. We should always keep in mind that we are all different, but we are all equal. There will be more disabled people around you in the near future. Last April, the Japanese government enforced a law that prohibits any unjustifiable discriminatory treatment of disabled people in the society. This law enables them, whether they have physical, mental, or developmental disabilities, to attend mainstream schools, get an ordinary job, and take part in local communities. This means that you might be studying, working, or having activities with disabled people next to you tomorrow. If this happens, and if you don't know what to do then, please recall my phrase. We are all different, but we are all equal. You don't need to worry about how to act. Don't compare the differences, just accept them. Then you'll be all set. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that everyone can appreciate each other. I believe that all of us, disabled or not disabled, can live equally in this society in the future. I believe that my message today can lead us such a wonderful world. Let me conclude my speech with the phrase, life is a journey, which is a widely known metaphor around the globe. Today, I would like to offer you a new way of taking it. In this journey, we are walking on different roads, but we are walking under the same sky. By accepting the differences among us, life becomes a wonderful journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Honma.
Thank you.
Mr. Busher, please ask questions.
Thank you very much, Mr. Honma.
Thank you
Nice
very
job. At what age, I'm talking about you,
Yeah.
at what age would you say you realized that your brother was developmentally disabled?
Actually, I don't remember the specific age, but I gradually understand his autism. Yeah.
Okay. Was it something that your parents explained to you, or something that you figured out on your own?
When I was a child, sometimes my parents explain about my brother, but I kind of, he's a little bit different other people, and so please help him. So I try to help him when I was a child.
Now you're a young man. What would you say is the number one most important thing your brother taught you?
Taught me
Yeah,
the most important thing.
that you learned from your brother.
Okay, actually, my speech is taught by my brother. We have to understand, accept the differences among us as they are. That is the important thing my brother taught me, I think.
What kind of difficulties does your brother face every day? Can you explain?
Every day, he can't communicate with others, so he can't go somewhere alone. So my parents or me have to help him to explain what is next you have to do or something like that. So
Does he go to school, or does he go to some kind of care
Yeah.
center? Or,
Yeah.
Okay, good. the main message of your speech seems to be that society can be stronger if we all realize that we are all fundamentally different. Right? We're under the same sky, but we're all different. Right?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think makes this? What do you think makes it difficult for people to understand and accept this idea?
What makes difficult? I think the timely news is that the Donald Trump was elected by American people. That the Donald Trump said that he don't want accept the LGBT or disabled people or something like that. He is one of the discriminative people. So that kind of typical person makes us difficult to understand the differences among us. So I think that is the typical case of that question.
Okay. You talked. Well, basically, your topic is about accepting developmentally. It's hard to say actually. Developmentally disabled individuals. Do you think there? Can you tell me other forms of discrimination in society which you think need to be talked about?
As I said before, the LGBT people of discrimination is we have to talking about because as I said before, that Donald Trump won't accept the kind of people, so we have to talking about that kind of person. I think. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Butcher and Mr. Honma.
Thank you.